Imagine a small world, hidden in the farthest reaches of our solar system, cold, distant, lonely, yet holding secrets powerful enough to change everything we think we know about the cosmos. Pluto has always been the most mysterious planet in our imagination, until, in 2006, it lost its title as a planet. But that isn't even the most shocking part of the story. What we've discovered there since then is so surprising, it could forever redefine the way we understand the universe. Backhand index pointing right if you love cosmic mysteries. Hit that subscribe button right now and join me, because today we're diving into one of the greatest enigmas of space, what we really discovered on Pluto and why it changes absolutely everything. Pluto was dethroned. In 2006, the International Astronomical Union made a decision that shocked the world. Pluto would no longer be called a planet. Why? Because to carry that title, a celestial body must meet 3 strict rules. It must orbit the Sun, it must be massive enough to become spherical under its own gravity, and it must clear its orbit, meaning it dominates the region it travels through. Pluto failed that last test. But here's the twist. The word planet has never had a fixed meaning. Back in the 19th century, when astronomers discovered Ceres between Mars and Jupiter, it was immediately classified as a planet. Later, it was reclassified as an asteroid. The same happened to Vesta, Pallas, and others. In other words, Pluto wasn't the first celestial body to lose its crown. What made it sting was the emotional impact. Generations grew up learning there were 9 planets. Textbooks had to be rewritten. Teachers struggled to explain it to children. And even today, many refuse to accept the decision, holding on to Pluto as the 9th planet of the heart. But if Pluto isn't a planet, then what exactly is it? Our story goes back to 1930. Clyde Tombaugh, a young American astronomer, was on a bold mission to find the mysterious Planet X. Since the discovery of Neptune, small irregularities in orbital calculations suggested there might be another massive body lurking beyond. Tombaugh spent nights scanning photographic plates of the sky with a blink comparator, looking for faint points of light that shifted slowly. And on February 18, 1930, he spotted Pluto. At that time, the criteria were much simpler. If something orbited the Sun and seemed unique in its region, it was considered a planet. Pluto appeared to fit the bill. Headlines across the world celebrated, the 9th planet discovered. Tombaugh became an instant hero. Yet, ironically, the anomalies that fueled the search were later shown to be calculation errors. Pluto wasn't the long-sought Planet X at all. In truth, it was more of an accidental find. And maybe that's what makes Pluto's story so fascinating. From the very beginning, it never quite played by the rules. Its discovery seemed to solve a cosmic mystery, but instead, it opened dozens of new ones. As astronomy advanced, Pluto revealed that it wasn't alone. Beyond Neptune lies a vast region filled with icy bodies known as the Kuiper Belt. It's like a cosmic graveyard, made of frozen remnants from the birth of the solar system. Among its members are Eris, Haumea, and Makemake, some of them even larger than Pluto. But if Pluto isn't the biggest, why does it still shine brighter? The answer lies in its reflectivity. Pluto acts like a frozen mirror, bouncing sunlight back more intensely than its neighbors. That brightness made it the most visible and, for decades, the most famous of its kind. Its orbit also refuses to play by the rules. While the planets follow a nearly perfect cosmic dance, Pluto drifts offbeat. Its path is oval, eccentric, and tilted 17 degrees compared to the orbital plane of the other planets. It's like an odd guest at a grand ball, and yet, somehow, it still steals the spotlight. In 2006, the very same year Pluto was stripped of its planet status, NASA launched the New Horizons mission. Coincidence or fate? Its purpose was bold and historic, to become the first spacecraft to visit Pluto. New Horizons traveled at breathtaking speed. In just 9 hours, it had already passed the Moon. In a little over a year, it reached Jupiter, using its massive gravity as a cosmic slingshot to go even faster. Then came nearly a decade of silent travel through the dark void of space, until, in July 2015, it finally arrived at Pluto's doorstep. And what it revealed stunned the scientific community. Before, Pluto was nothing more than a blurry speck in our telescopes. Suddenly, it unfolded into a world of mountains, plains, vibrant colors, and even a heart-shaped landmark on its surface. The internet erupted. Scientists debated, children cheered, and memes flooded social media. Pluto was back in the spotlight, not as a planet, but as an even greater enigma. Pluto isn't traveling alone out there in the cosmic deep. It has a moon named Charon, and their relationship breaks all the usual rules. Unlike most moons that simply orbit their planets, Charon and Pluto orbit a common point in space that actually lies outside of Pluto itself. Charon is massive compared to its host, about half the size of Pluto. That balance in gravity creates a unique situation. They are in mutual tidal lock. This means Pluto always shows the same face to Charon, and Charon always shows the same face to Pluto. It's as if they were two dancers locked in an endless waltz, forever turning together in the cold ballroom of space. This cosmic dance sparks intriguing questions. How did this strange partnership form? Could it have been the result of a colossal collision long ago? And more intriguingly, could this very bond be tied to the hidden heat and mysterious activity inside Pluto itself? The images sent back by New Horizons revealed something no one expected. Pluto isn't dull or lifeless at all. Its surface is a breathtaking canvas painted in shades of red, orange, blue, white, and even yellow. It looks less like a frozen rock and more like a cosmic masterpiece crafted by nature itself. At the center lies the iconic heart-shaped region known as Sputnik Planitia. Made of nitrogen ice, it shines brightly, reflecting sunlight like a mirror across the darkness of space. But this heart is more than just beautiful. It's a scientific mystery. Its features suggest it's geologically young and surprisingly active. Scientists found glaciers that appear to slowly flow across its surface, regions without impact craters, hinting that the landscape is constantly reshaped, and mountains of ice rising like frozen giants. Pluto, far from being a dead world, seems to pulse with energy. Against all odds, this tiny world is alive with change. Pluto's atmosphere is thin, almost like a fragile breath in the void, yet it holds astonishing secrets. Made mostly of nitrogen, it forms when surface ice sublimates, transforming directly from solid into gas. This creates a bluish haze that wraps Pluto in a delicate veil, giving it an otherworldly glow. But this atmosphere is not stable. It waxes and wanes as Pluto moves along its 248-year orbit. Sometimes, when it drifts too far from the sun, the atmosphere can literally freeze and fall back to the surface, only to rise again centuries later. Imagine a world that gains and loses its very breath over time, a cosmic heartbeat that never stops. Even more intriguing is the presence of tholins. These reddish organic compounds are formed when solar radiation breaks down simple molecules like methane. They not only paint Pluto in shades of red, but also spark a deeper question. Could these strange chemicals be the building blocks of life itself? Just when you think Pluto has shown all its cards, it surprises us again. Pluto has volcanoes, but not the fiery kind we know on Earth. Instead of lava, they erupt with ice. Massive structures like Reitmans appear to be cryovolcanoes, releasing a mixture of water, ice, and methane into the surface. This discovery means Pluto is still geologically active, despite its vast distance from the Sun. And even more astonishing, it suggests the existence of a hidden ocean beneath its icy crust, an underground sea kept liquid by some mysterious source of heat. Think about that for a moment. Beneath miles of frozen surface, there could be a secret ocean. And wherever there is liquid water, even in the farthest corners of space, the haunting question always follows. Could life exist there? But where does Pluto's hidden energy come from? One of the most fascinating theories suggests that, billions of years ago, Pluto and Charon collided in a colossal cosmic impact. The violent crash would have released enough energy to keep Pluto's interior warm, warmth that may still linger today. That famous heart-shaped region on Pluto's surface may not just be a beautiful feature. It could be the scar of that ancient collision, a frozen reminder of a violent past, a cosmic wound that continues to shape the world beneath the ice. This leftover heat could be what fuels Pluto's ice volcanoes, its glaciers, and even the possibility of a subsurface ocean. If true, it means Pluto is not just a survivor, but a world that turned catastrophe into endurance, carrying the memory of a collision in every beat of its icy heart. For now, there are no concrete plans for another mission to Pluto. The distance is staggering, the costs are immense, and the patience required is enormous. After all, it took New Horizons nearly a decade just to reach it. But the legacy of that mission changed everything. Pluto is no longer just a blurry dot in the outer solar system. It's a complex, dynamic world that challenges our understanding of what a planet can be. And while New Horizons continues its lonely journey through the Kuiper Belt, sending back data from other frozen worlds, one thing is certain: our story with Pluto is far from over. The question isn't if we'll return to Pluto, but when. And when that day comes, who knows what secrets this tiny, icy world will reveal. Pluto, planet or not, it proves that the universe is never simple. Every discovery only opens 10 new questions. In the end, the real issue may not be whether Pluto deserves the title of planet, but whether we're ready to accept that even the smallest worlds can hold the biggest secrets. So I'll leave you with this. Do you think Pluto should once again be called a planet? Or is it far more fascinating as an enigma that defies every classification?